Hello.
Are you live streaming?
Yes, I am.
Love it.
So, CNN has been caught putting out fake news stories or having to redact stories. Well, I could go into many of them. One of them was when Chris Cuomo told people that they can't go and read the WikiLeaks documents themselves, that it was illegal. We could talk about the Gulf War footage where
do you want to identify yourself since you're live streaming? For who are you live streaming?
Yeah, my name is Millie Weaver. That's where you guys can find me on Twitter.
Cool.
So basically, CNN has had to make redactions. We've had instances where reporters have had to resign after the Scaramucci scandal that happened, and that being incorrect. So my question here is, are you admitting that CNN has engaged in unethical journalism and that you guys are trying to make a change in your journalistic ways? And the other thing is CNN has called for and spoken out to ban Infowars, Alex Jones, many other alternative news organizations.
Yeah.
Would you say that you would hold CNN to that same standard?
Okay, so why don't we let him answer?
Let me look up Infowars first.
And could you give back the mic? Thanks.
I think what you're bringing up is very important about mistakes and corrections in newsrooms. And I want to talk about that, and I don't want to...
Do you stand by banning Alex Jones?
But let me start with Infowars. So Alex Jones, it's kind of funny, guys. He once said that I drink children's blood. Alex Jones said that I run the banks, which is probably an anti-Semitic slur, even though I'm not Jewish, although that's okay if I am. He once said that I run children's lives. I try to run your life. As you all know, he has said a lot of crazy and disturbing things. My wife was very, we'll leave it at that.
It's understandable.
Anyway, Alex Jones has a right to run Infowars.com. One of the incredible things about America is that we can all go make our own websites and publish whatever we want, and I don't know, I guess accuse me of drinking children's blood? I don't know, right? So that's a great thing. What CNN did, though, last year was start to ask Facebook and Twitter, doesn't this content violate your rules against misinformation and fake news? And obviously, Alex Jones does violate those rules, and so Facebook and Twitter and others started to take down Infowars.
CNN has violated those rules.
I'm sorry?
CNN has violated those rules
so
too.
CNN did not, and this is really interesting because
they've had to make redactions and...
Sure, I would like to talk about that. So I think it's interesting because CNN, it's popular for Alex Jones to say that CNN tried to get him banned. So let's think about it. Let's just think about this honestly. If I ask a question to a company and a company makes a decision, is that my fault? Or is that Facebook's fault? Right? Is that my doing or is that Facebook's doing? I would say that's Facebook's doing. I would say it's a journalist's job to challenge these giant tech companies and ask them how they enforce their ruals. But honestly, I don't know if Facebook did the right thing.
But is it ethical for you as a journalist to be calling to silence other journalists?
Do you mind,
because it's a matter of free speech. And what I'm asking you is it a matter of ethics to be calling to ban other journalists just because you don't like what they say?
I can't be. Don't put me on camera.
Is it ethical to try to silence other journalists?
Yes.
I don't consider Alex Jones a journalist. It's okay if you do. I consider Alex Jones something else. But I think it's great that he has his own website. That's how the world works, right? I can have a website, he can have a website. This issue is whether Facebook and Twitter and YouTube should let his hate speech exist on their sites, and they decided it shouldn't. But you said something I think is really important. I want to talk about.
Hate speech is a matter of
It
subjectivity.
is. So let's talk about redactions and retractions and mistakes the news outlets make. Because this is a huge issue. I hear every day on my Twitter feed people criticizing CNN for mistakes and errors and what they think are intentional attacks. CNN has thousands of reporters, right? Thousands of reporters. We publish hundreds of stories a day. We definitely make mistakes, right? We do not bat 1,000. No news outlet bats 1,000. I think what's dangerous is if you only focus on those mistakes and you don't look at the hundreds and thousands of other stories that are accurate and careful and important, and you end up just hating news outlets that are just trying to do their best. And that's the danger from folks like Alex Jones, who just every day hate CNN, and curses about them all day. The danger in only noticing the mistakes, it's like only paying attention that one time the batter strikes out. I think that's the danger in this information age where there's an obsession with news outlets' mistakes. But look, we've got to own up to our mistakes, and I think CNN has. Can I tell you about the worst mistake I ever made? Sure. This is so embarrassing. This was a number of years ago when Brian Williams was in hot water for exaggerating where he was in Iraq when an RPG hit a nearby helicopter. He said he was on the chopper, he was actually on a different helicopter miles away. So I had a source reach out to me, I had a person reach out to me who said he was with Brian Williams on the helicopter. And I interviewed him, and I tried to do everything I could to vet his story, and I asked NBC about his story ahead of time, and I did everything I thought I could, and then I published the story, and then I woke up the next morning to a message. This guy made it up. This guy was somehow trying to defend Brian Williams, and he ended up roping me into it, and I went for it, and I just published a story that was wrong. And it was the scariest morning of my time at CNN. And still to this day, there's nothing worse than when you publish something that's wrong, and you're going to have to retract it.
These conspiracy theories were first spread by radio talk show host Alex Jones.
But to get the employee at YouTube on tape admitting that they do it? I mean, you must be a threat if they call you out by name.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Name Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones is a lunatic.
Because we know that these are legitimate news organizations. And if at that point somebody decides they're going to scroll past that and go find Alex Jones, well, they were looking for him to begin with anyway.
That man's a threat to this country.
There's a guy on the radio.
His name is Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
There's a lot of controversy around this network about Alex Jones, for example.
Time to stop submitting to this tyranny. It's time to realize that we're being enslaved.
I heard that on Alex Jones.
Infowars went even further.
Infowars, it's a radio show hosted by Alex Jones.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
Nobody can dispute the fact
that you're a rapist.
Infowars.com. Infowars comes to mind.
Infowars.
Right now, the war is the info war.
You watch Infowars?
I got a chair going.
Looking at widely reported information from Infowars.
Infowars?
Infowars.
Infowars.com. I want freedom. That's what I want, and that's what you should want.
Hello, this is Hank Hill, and I'm telling you what, you need to listen to Alex Jones.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.